Hey guys, Sprout here, welcome back to the channel. Now, I'm getting a lot of requests to do a ranked guide for Lost Light, so in this video guys, I'm going to be going through the differences between normal and ranked, the maps in ranked, other players, cards and collecting, and map pings and how to win escapes. So it's going to be a total guide to ranked, how to do it, what you should be doing in it, and how it works. So hopefully after this one, you go into ranked mode if you haven't tried it yet, or you're struggling a bit with it and you understand it a bit better. So without further ado, guys, if you do us a massive favour, hit that like button on the video, and make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Click that little bell if you want to be notified when I do a new guide or go live. So let's get into this one. Right, first of all guys, the biggest difference between normal and ranked obviously is your increase in rank the more you win. So there is a rank season every season on Lost Light before we get a wipe, or this time I think it's got a chance of not wiping, where you strive for the highest rank possible and you get rewards through that at the end of it, like avatars, avatar frames that carry you over from the wipe to the next one, so you can show off that you hit whatever rank. Now, it takes a while to rank up. You win one, you get a star, and it goes like, say, Cobra 1, Cobra 2, Cobra 3, etc. And you get 4 stars in each rank. So it takes a while to rank up, and you're not going to do it like overnight in a couple hours. It's going to take a lot of commitment to really rank up in it. But the main difference is in the matches themselves. Obviously, there's no Scav players, Marauder players. You can't spawn in ranked on a Marauder whatsoever, so you're not going to get late game Marauders running around trying to get loot. There's a lot less actual AI Marauders in ranked matches. Not so much on Ark. There's quite a few on Ark because it's one of them like sort of widespread maps, and you do get Raymond running around occasionally on Ark, which is the Scav boss. I'm going to say Scav because that's what I've gotten used to seeing from Arena Breakout. Now, also you get obviously ranked players playing in ranked, which is a bit obvious. They're not going to be running around with a pistol. If they are, they're stupid. They're going to be pretty good geared, they're going to be pretty skilled, and 9 times out of 10 they're going to know the map that they're playing on very well. They're going to be hiding places, trying to bait you out in the open, etc., to try and take you down, because obviously killing other players is a good way to get cards, which I will get into in a moment. Right. When the rank system first started, we only had Ark Company, but now, as of Season 4, we now have Ark Company, Windswept Harbour and Mount Akiyama as ranked. We don't have BA Factory unranked, and I think that's quite simply because the games are a lot shorter, the map is very small, and I think it will be over like that if everyone's just charging around like idiots. If you do play BA Factory normally, you'll know the matches are over pretty quickly. Now, the map itself is not any different in ranked mode compared to normal mode, except you can't extract the conventional way. So in a normal mode, you'll have a green extraction. All of them will be like barred extractions, and the only way to actually extract from these is to drop your weapons, which sounds stupid, but you have to drop both your weapons. You can't extract with your weapons. And in ranked mode, there's no insurance whatsoever. So anything you lose in the game, you lose entirely. So realistically, it's pointless to extract at these points by dropping your weapons, because then you've lost your weapons completely. It makes no sense. I don't actually think of any reason why anyone would do it, but I do think people do it. Right, finally, guys, I say finally, not finally. This is one of the ones that people ask us all the time: how do cards work, what happens when I pick them up, what happens when I die, etc. Now, obviously, in the top left corner of your screen when you're playing ranked mode, you have a counter which will say something out of 80, and this is how many cards you have, and you have to hit the maximum amount of cards before you can call for extraction, which I will get into in the next bit of the video. Now, cards can be found in containers, so any sort of container, med boxes, arm boxes, rucksacks, briefcases, etc. You can find Firefly cards, and on Scavs. Regular Scavs will have, most of them will have Firefly cards, and you can quite happily just gather these and escape. The next part comes where you've got other players. They will have whatever amount of cards they've already gathered, and they'll have ranked cards. So whatever rank they are, be it Viper, Cobra, Lion, whatever, you'll get a stack of their ranking cards when you kill them and loot them. It's very important, by the way, you have to actually loot it. It takes up one slot of your backpacks. Make sure you have actually got room to pick up the cards, otherwise you can't. Now, someone asked us, do you keep the cards on death? No, you drop them all. If you get killed, you don't get like a card total at the end, so you know, where you collected this many. You drop them all, whoever killed you can then pick them up. At the end of the match, you get a tally of total cards, depending on what type of cards you picked up, be it Firefly or Ranked, and it'll give you a certain amount of rank points, depending on how many you've actually picked up. Now, another thing to consider is the pings on the map. Now, as every, I think it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, roughly, a big like sweep will go across the map, and it'll ping on the map itself locations of lots of cards. So you'll have green pings, blue pings, purple pings, and red pings. Now, green pings are collections of cards that are around about 10 to 20, so it'll be like short amounts that are classed as a lot, but not a lot. Blue, I think, is between 20 and 40. Don't quote us on these numbers exactly because I haven't actually looked into it, but it's roughly what I think off the top of my head. So this will be like a safe box or something that'll have a canny lot in it. Purple is around 40 to 60, I think, and then red is anything higher than 60. Now, it's important to remember that a player that has any of these amounts will be pinged, and it'll ping their last known location as the sweep goes over. So if you see a red ping on the map and you think, right, there's a box there with like 70 odd cards in, I'm going to go for it. And you're busy running there, and it pings again, and the red dot's moved. That means it's a player, because he's moving. But another thing you have to take into consideration is, because the cards you pick up are a physical item, you can drop them. You don't have to keep a hold of them, you can drop them on the floor. And a lot of people will gather loads of cards, so it's a red ping, and they'll drop it somewhere like stupid, like on top of a box or in the middle of the grass or something, to lure other players in, and they'll be hiding around in the bushes or somewhere nearby with a sniper rifle or whatever, watching for people coming to get these cards, and they'll ambush you, kill you, pick their cards back up and take their cards as well. I did actually have a match the other day. I was queuing Extract. I put a short up on my channel and I knew he was here. That was that one. He dropped his cards near a bunker, so I had a blue ping on the map for where his cards were, but he failed to realise that I actually saw the ping while he was coming towards me in position, so I knew he dropped them on purpose so that the map ping wouldn't tell us where he was, but I knew he was coming because it pinged us on the map. So that's a lot to take in, I know, but obviously, pretty much, containers with lots of cards in ping, and players with lots of cards in will ping, and any amount on the floor, be it a dead Firefly or a Firefly that's dropped their cards, that will also ping. I think it's every 2 minutes, something roughly like that. Now, lastly guys, how to win. Now, it's not a battle royale, it's still a looter shooter, still a survival game, just like normal mode. You still have to escape. There's nothing saying you have to kill other players. If you run into someone, you end up killing them, fair enough, you'll get more of a reward for handing their cards. But you can just run around, loot boxes, loot EIs, take their cards, call for Extract, and go. Now, when you do get to the 80 out of 80 cards and you want to extract, it'll set up the total, it'll say start evac or something like that, or call evac. And what that does is it calls in a helicopter to pick you up. So when you click it, it'll only let you click it in an open area. You can't do it like inside of the building, camping or whatever. You used to be able to, but you can't now. When this happens, you'll get a circle appear on the floor, and it'll count down from 3 minutes. So at the end of 3 minutes, somewhere in that circle, an extraction point will appear, and that is your personal extraction point. You need to go to it, stand in it for 10 seconds like you would any other extraction point, and get out. That's how you win a ranked match. You don't have to kill anyone, but just bear in mind, when you call your extraction helicopter, everybody on the map is pinged exactly where it is. So when you do this, make sure you're in a position where you're not just in the open, you're going to get sniped or whatever, because people will come to the position where you are and try and stop you, like I've just mentioned in my short. So just be aware that they could be at the other side of the map, they could be right close to you. As soon as you call that evac helicopter, they will be pinged of your location, or at least your extract. And if you're keeping the cards on you, you're not dropping them on the floor for safekeeping, you will also still get pinged of where you are when it does the sweep. So a lot of things to take into consideration. Obviously ranked isn't for everybody. I mainly play ranked because I want the suit. Another thing you get from ranked is bounty points. Now I think it's Abigail or one of the other ones. Avril. She does quests for ranked, and you get bounty points, bounty coins, and you can spend this in the bounty store. So you get certain rewards in there for a certain amount, as well as blah blah blah. So that's that. Now, one last thing to remember: Avril's deterrence, or whatever it's called, the revive option, works in ranked. In past seasons, you could return up to 3 times. In this one, you can only do it once. So, if you die in ranked, and the person who killed you, you look at that gear thinking, I should have took them, I could have took them, I wasn't paying attention, whatever. Go return, go take your stuff back, take the cards back off them and extract, no bother. But, to tell you the truth guys, you can only do it once, and if you go back, you get killed again, it's a waste of money or a waste of your revival item. So just bear in mind you can literally do it once. You can't. There's no like sort of I'll pay £5 here and I'll do it again. It's just the once, and it's a waste if you don't use it correctly. I've seen a lot of people that I've killed in ranked. They've returned. It's come up the dagger. They've ran back to us and I've killed them again and just took their stuff again. It baffles the mind. Anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope after this video you understand ranked more. You know exactly how it works, you know how to escape, you know how to gather cards and win more points. And hopefully you're going to start climbing those ranks, you're going to start finishing your bounty missions. And hopefully we'll all get the bounty cosmetic suit with the red beret, because that's exactly what I'm doing ranked for, I'll tell you the truth. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the little bell for notifications. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. I'm also going to be live this weekend, I think tomorrow, doing custom rooms, so make sure you stick around for that and join. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. Bye bye for now.